All right, and hello, friends. What is up? It's Points with Phillip here, and I'm also joined with very special guest, Kiki Adventures. Key, thanks so much for being here.
I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. Thank you for having me and happy hump day.
Yeah, right. It's finally here. It comes by once a week, but we're still kind of very excited to see it.
Very excited. Very excited.
All right, so we I have to celebrate Kirk Hunter, who just became a YouTube member. So that's really solid.
Amazing. Love that.
Yeah, I need to come up with like a better catchphrase to start it because I was about to say, and I really love listening to Joe when he says "Hola mi gente," and it's like it gets me psyched up
Yeah.
for credit card news. So I need to get something like that.
All right. I may follow the trend if that's going to be the thing, but I usually just start right away with whatever we're talking about. But
That's
speaking
true.
of,
Yeah,
before we get to that, we got some news, don't we?
we definitely do. So I actually was caught sleeping a little bit. I'm off from my day job today, and so that's actually why we're doing this. But I decided that I was going to take a break off from news, and I missed the fact that Built has some huge news. What do you think? What's going on?
So to be 100% transparent, as I always am, Philip just told me about this news because I didn't even know. So my understanding is twofold. Number one, Built cards after February 2026, you'll be able to use that on any mortgage to acquire Built points. That's part one. We can talk about it in a second. Part two is you'll be able to determine, do you want to stay with Wells Fargo? They're going to automatically transfer your Built card into an autograph card, which you already know. That's my, I have to pull it out here, but my McLovin card that I have in my wallet. Or you can transfer over to cardless and continue on with the Built program. Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah, that was perfect. Yeah. So it does, just to add on that, it does seem like they're launching three different credit card versions: a no annual fee version, $95 annual fee, and then a $495 annual fee. And so that's pretty much it. The only kind of big deal is unknown is how this is going to affect 524 status for those of you that care about that. I am currently 1324, so I do not care about that.
Let me check my Travel Freely account, which is the only way I know anything like that. I am currently 15 and 24. So we will not be entertaining any chase cards for quite some time on both of our sides here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's my thoughts, right? And please keep me honest. This is in the press release. I just haven't read anything until you told me about this a couple minutes ago here. But
yeah,
with Built, I don't currently have the card myself, but I think I would roll the dice with staying with Wells Fargo if one, because they're harder to get for some people, depending on things like that. You've already gotten approved for Wells Fargo, so this is the perfect way to stay with that ecosystem. But part two of me is saying, like, okay, it's going to be a new card for cardless. I bet you they're going to be more lax with their approvals on their side because they want the members.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just confused about the tiering, right? There's going to be a $0 card, a 95, and then like a $1 million card.
Yeah.
Is it only going to be eligible for mortgages on that higher annual fee card? I'm wondering.
Oh yeah, it could be. I know. So they did have a survey that was sent out this past spring, and it's unclear if this three-tiered system is going to follow that exactly. Some people are saying yes, and it doesn't sound like it's actually backed up by anything. But I think the high dollar fee was like 1.5x, or I don't know if it was quite 2x on mortgages, but it was on that high dollar card. So it could be the bad version, right? Which is you only get mortgage points on the high dollar version, or it could be the good version where you get better points on that. I guess we'll find out how bad cardless is at negotiating with Built.
Yeah. And I'm just looking up, because I don't know, where does cardless pull their hard pulls from? What bureau? Do you know?
I actually don't know.
Okay, because that's what I really care about at this point, because I think I've told this pretty publicly, but my Experian report is what I like to call smoking on hard inquiries. I think I'm close to 20. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to chill when it becomes, if it's Experian. But with Equifax and TransUnion, I'd be good to go if I wanted to get a net new card. So let me just check to see if I can find some information here.
Yeah. Real quick, it should be noted, of course, that Gemini is thoroughly unhelpful. So they say Cardless does report to credit bureaus. However, it's unclear which ones they actually do that to or pull from. So Gemini was no help. So I'm out.
All right.
If anybody
Okay.
does know, while Key is looking at that, I guess we can go to some of the comment section here. We have Calder here. Thanks so much for being here. He has a question for Key. Are you going live every day this week? I gotta wonder. Yeah,
That's so funny. Yeah, thank you for noticing, I guess. Yeah, I've been going live Monday through Wednesday this week. This is going to be the only week. I have personal reasons, but have to miss the creator meetup. And I'm just going to be not able to share my face on YouTube for the next like week and a half or so. So just trying to, stay relevant. Hopefully you don't forget about me in the week that I'm gone. And so that's why I've been going live every day this week. But come on, who wouldn't want to go live with Phillip, Mike,
Thank
Sledge,
you.
Sledging
Yeah,
team? Come on now. Come on. What an honor.
yeah, yeah. Sledge is great. Love Sledge. And I haven't been on with Mike yet, but it sounds like I love watching his stuff. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He's
thanks so
so
much for being here, Calder. Dim is here. Thanks so much for being here. Gunna Diver, Sup, Phillip, and Key. And then we also got Mike Newland. I feel like I'm just calling roll. I guess I'm just being a teacher again. Eric Harper, Key is the new face of YouTube. Yeah, absolutely.
wow. Thank you. I think. I don't know, but I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better that they always notice you're there than they don't see you. So all right. So
Yeah.
we talked a little bit about the built program. I think honestly, I just recorded my video actually before we did this.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm definitely one of those people that is kind of two different ways. Like having the autograph card is definitely huge. To be fair, I don't have the built card. They won't give it to me. That's amazing.
This is the
Uh,
autograph card for those of you who are confused.
yeah. But the autograph card it's kind of a goat, honestly, for what it is. No annual fee card that gets you 3x and a lot of really intense categories that American Express charges you $150 to get access to those categories for. Now, of course, the transfer partner situation is a little bit different, but that's definitely a card worth having. I guess I'd have to wait to see what these cards actually ended up looking like in order to actually make that official distinction if I were in that position.
Okay. So I guess, do you have the built card or no?
I don't know.
I don't either. I'm wondering if I should acquire it though. I don't
I
know.
applied for it 3 times this year, and I've been roundly denied every time. So I'm
Oh
hoping
no.
maybe cardless changes that a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, and I did try and look up just to try and close the loop. I was trying to understand what credit bureau cardless pulled, and they don't have that many cards, right? So
Yeah,
it's tough to get a data point here. So I just can't find one, and AI is doing me dirty right now by saying they pull one of the 3 major bureaus. So that's not helpful
yeah,
anyway.
not helpful at all. I will say, who was it? It was Uncle Luke. Got me really into thinking about the Avianca cards because he loves using Avianca miles. I was like, that would be a cool way to farm some points. But yeah, they don't really have a lot of intensely. Like I think this would be the most well publicized card they have once this
Sure,
actually happens.
sure. Yeah, I cannot name a cardless. Oh, Qatar, right? Don't they have the Qatar card?
Yes, yeah,
Okay, I was
and
gonna say.
Alibaba.com. They
Okay,
also have the Tap Air Portugal one, Simon Malls, which is very important, and yeah, in Latam.
okay.
So yeah.
All right. Yeah, so can't speak much about it, but I guess super just objective, right? As someone that doesn't hold the card, surprisingly, I'm surprised I don't have it, but I would I think if I was a current built holder, I would probably just go ahead and migrate over to cardless without having to worry about maybe I won't get approved for a built card in the future. So if that's important to my setup, I wouldn't take the risk. I don't care about a sign up bonus or if there is going to be one. Just know that you're automatically approved, and kind of let it happen that way. That's what I would do personally.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. We have some helpful suggestions in the comments. Gunna says, my understanding is that you can opt into new 2.0 and have your selection in January 26, keeping same limit, card number, no hard pull, new account. Wells Fargo keeps history and new card, AG card given same credit limit. Okay. Yeah, so that is definitely what it looks like I'm reading as well. which is it's an interesting way to do it because I do know that when the bill transferred to Wells, a lot of people were upset about the fact that they weren't told they were going to have to be opening up a new account
Mm,
because that can matter to some people with their strategy.
yeah,
So this is going to be interesting.
that's true. That's true.
Let's see, Sai. Hey guys, Key, do you have? How do you feel about no Navy Federal in the Boston area? Would love to make it my primary, but no branch close is a bummer. I guess I'll stay with Chase for my banking needs for now.
Hmm. Um, I guess how often are you going in the branch? Because I have a relationship with Navy Federal, and I've never been in a branch, nor have I seen one. Like even when I'm in DC and some of these other places, like I can't remember seeing and laying eyes on a Navy Federal branch. Um, I will say their online chat is really good, even though they're frustrating with some of their answers. And also they answer the phone. So I guess what would you need to go in branch for? Um, yeah. So there's a lot of no branches in the Boston area. So gotta deal with that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah.
what's up, neighbor? I love to see it. Even though I am a Yankees fan, I see the Boston Red Sox logo here. So
Oh yeah.
we may be fighting now. Who knows?
And then Gunna Diver says you cannot apply for bill. Yeah, so they cut it
Yeah,
off as
yeah.
of today. No new application for the Wells Fargo version. And then February here. And then Lisa J Stocks is here. Thanks so much for being here. You're awesome. Okay. So we talked about that, and I think you had a couple of other things that you had that you wanted to talk about too.
Yeah. I want to talk about tomorrow, right? Or I should say tonight at midnight. I know we love waiting for deadlines. We waited up for the American Express Platinum launch. We waited
Oh
up for all
yeah.
these other things. So tonight, midnight, Eastern Standard Time, is more rewards day with Bank of America. What this means is you're earning an elevated percentage on top of everything you're already getting. So if you have a customized cash card, you're now getting like 6% cash back. If you have
Wow.
some of their other card, and this is on top of Platinum Honors Elite, and if you have any other statuses with Bank of America. So, and it's up to $2,500. So perhaps you load up on some of your local restaurants, or you need to do some online shopping for holiday season. Maybe you consider doing that tonight and getting an elevated points offering on this. And happy to share my screen real quick. I love sharing my screen. I'm a visual
Yeah,
person.
absolutely.
Boom, boom, stolen. All right, boom. Here's the offer here. It is the second annual More Rewards Day with Bank of America. There's no need to activate anything. It's just automatic at midnight on Thursday, which is, 6 hours from now, roughly,
Yeah,
Eastern Standard Time. So you're getting an
that's incredible.
additional 2% cash back, y'all. Additional on top of anything you currently earn on your cards. So could be worth applying for a card tonight because sometimes they'll allow you to put the card in your Apple Pay or in your Google Wallet, etc. Um, just something to think about. Just something to think about, y'all.
Yeah, that is huge. Honestly, for cash back, it seems like Bank of America is one of the greats, especially if you have, some retirement money to throw around. It seems like it's not too terribly difficult to get access to their kind of higher level programs. Um, so that is really nice. I love that.
Yep. Yep.
I currently actually don't have any Bank of America cards because, well,
Hmm.
again, the velocity is way too high for me. But it's funny. I think I was watching. I was watching someone's live stream, and there was a comment about that where they were saying go for the secured card. So I thought I'd just do that just for grins and giggles, and they denied me for the secured card as well. So
Mm. Do you have an account with Bank of America? Sometimes I feel like they care
I
about
do.
that. Okay, because I don't have
I
an
do,
account
but
and I was
it's
still able to
recent.
get a card. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I did a
Yeah.
6 applications in 6 days, and one of those cards was Bank of America. So I'm currently have the Bank of America customized cash card that I am loving it. And tonight I'm gonna be burning that card up. So
Absolutely. Yeah. That's incredible. Actually, we have a couple of others. So first of all, David Tran is here. Thanks so much for being here. Juan Garcia, hey, Philip and Kiev, built 2.0 nerfs no annual fee on rent and slash mortgage. I may transfer my built points to Hyatt and product change to Wells Fargo Autograph. Yeah, I mean, that's a very easy exit strategy.
yeah, absolutely.
Hyatt's a pretty good program for doing that kind of a transfer, a speculative transfer. And so,
Yep.
I could
And
see myself
if
doing that.
yeah, if you're in the market, Juan, um, you can also apply net new for the Wells Fargo autograph card. I know the sign up bonus isn't very high, but there's no rule that says you can't have multiple autograph cards. So perhaps you go ahead and grab a bonus now and then product change it into a autograph. See if they'll let you change it into an attune card, a active
Oh
cash.
yeah.
Like I don't know, right? But think about some of those potential plays, right? If we're thinking more longer term, right? I know right now we're thinking just what they told us, but never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's that's solid. I love that. Oh, and then Gunna Diver actually has some really good options or some information. So I forgot they had the Coinbase card and they pulled Experian in Southern California.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Gotta thank you for that. And I appreciate if you have a data point on what bureau a specific bank pulls from, it's so helpful when you put where located. You don't have to go exact location. We don't need a zip code, but super helpful because I'm on the East Coast. I wonder if that's the case, if they would pull Experian. Because if so,
Yeah.
cardless, I'm out. There's no way there.
It does seem to matter which state you are for some reason,
Yeah.
which is just wild. You think that would be kind of a solid thing.
Yep. Awesome. I think we caught up on comments. So I'm going to hit us with the second thing that, oh, and I made an
Absolutely.
outline. So Mike, if what's the points is watching, yesterday he sent me an outline before the live stream. And I don't typically do that. I just normally talk. Today I
Right.
did an outline. Shout out to Mike for peer pressuring me into this outline today. Um,
Yeah,
but
super helpful.
not revolutionary news, but it's November. It's November 5th to be exact. We are officially in triple dip, double dip season. Do you want to talk about what that means in layman's terms?
Absolutely. So basically, for those of you who haven't checked your Max Rewards app or your Amex offers or your Chase offers, there's a lot of really good offers going on right now. And then in addition to those, you also have some really great stuff through Rakuten, as well as the American Airlines portal, as well as through Capital One offers, which is kind of a shopping portal, but also kind of not. There's all sorts of different things, and Rakuten's perhaps making the biggest news this week with their enhanced multipliers, 20x up to 30x if you already have the Rakuten card, which is kind
Mm,
of huge.
love that. I love that. Are there any cards you plan on taking advantage of this period of time, or are you on a break right now? Because I know you said you've acquired a lot.
Yeah, so right now I'm actually working on a referral bonus with the Mesa card. So my Mesa card is kind of I've had it since May, and I actually got two referrals with it, and then they threw me it's $50,000 or 50,000 sorry points after spending 10,000 in 3 months, and so I'm on the tail end of that. I just have about $2,000 left between now and December 15th. And so I'll be kind of just putting everything on that, which kind of sucks, but 50,000 Cathay miles is kind of jiving with where my wife and I are planning to do a travel redemption. We're going to be, the plan is to do Cathay Pacific for British Airways first to London. So, that's kind of our quick pickup. So I'm not really kind of working on anything other than that right now.
Okay, okay. I love it. I love it. I feel like I need to do a deep dive into my strategy once more. I feel like I do this probably quarterly, probably way too aggressive. But the reason why I do that, I have a lot of cards and I want to just make sure I'm not overextending myself with having to spend $200 here, $5 here, all that. So I love credits where I can use them calendar year. I love credits where I can use them
Yeah.
all at once. I do it. I spend a lot of time January 1st booking stuff, and then I put it out of my mind until right now when I talk to folks like Phillip. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
cards
I'm
and
going to be really busy in January too.
yeah, I am thinking about a potential upgrade from my business gold to another business platinum card. So that way I
Okay.
take advantage of stuff for 2025, FHR credit, airline credit, and
Yes.
then again in January. So I'm considering it because I'll have that prorated fee. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. My wife and I, so we're going to Edinburgh next year, and part of our program is we want to stay at the Caledonian in Edinburgh. Actually, sorry, I'm going to have to close my door. My Roomba is invading.
Attack of the vacuum.
All right, and I'm back. Sorry. So we're going to be staying at the Edinburgh in Edinburgh, the Caledonian, which actually used to be a Waldorf property, became a curio collection property, and it's about $300 a night. So we're going to book it if it's FHR. So we're going to book that. Um, we're going to book basically one night. So the first 2 nights, one of my business platinum, one of my platinum, and
Mhm.
then in January 2 more nights, and then just kind of go from there. So essentially, we're trying to farm four free nights, and then we may kind of see if I can use my Aspire credits at all. Which I am going to be using the Aspire credits at the Hilton Caribe in a couple days. So for this year anyway.
Amazing. And that just reminded me, I do have the business platinum and I have $50 in Q4 to use up. I need to get on that. Thank you for saying that out loud.
Yeah, I actually have to confess I burned my Hilton $50 with my business platinum last quarter. We were going to be going to a Hampton Inn in Hershey, Pennsylvania, but we actually had to walk out. It was very terrible, so we
Oh,
didn't get to
oh,
use it. Yeah,
okay. Okay. We'll save that story for another day. That sounds crazy.
right. Yeah.
That sounds crazy. Do we have any other news that we want to talk through? We talked about triple dip. We talked about Bank of America being more rewards day. Any elevated offers or anything?
Yeah, we got the let's see, it was the Amtrak card that has back to its regular standard kind of high offer. It is kind of the highest offer that's there, but it's back and it's back until April, so you actually have some time to think about it. But these 40,000 Amtrak points can be worth a lot of money. I've been kind of teasing around. Like my wife and I, we're either going to use it for a couple of Acela trips between DC and New York, or we're actually kind of like I'm exploring just making a trip up to Chicago and then taking that one scenic train that goes across the country to California. I forgot what it's called, because that would kind of be a cool trip. It's a couple days worth of train travel, but it's really cool, really great way to see like the Rockies and a bunch of other things. So you can actually almost book one of their bedroom suites with this offer.
Okay. How many points or how much does that cost if you were to like do it without points?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's take a look at
Because like I don't know the value of an Amtrak point, so that's what I'm trying to gauge. I love going
I
to New
think
York City. I
it's
love going to DC. So
I think it's possible to get close to like 3 or 4. I think it's more often 2-ish or so. Whatever it is, it's like it's just under what the acquisition cost is. So like if you bought it, it would be a little bit more, which is sad. So you can't really like buy points in farm value, unfortunately.
that's okay. That's okay.
Let me
Oh, I
see if I
mean, I
can.
think it's still a good opportunity though.
Oh
Because
yeah,
normally
absolutely. This
their
is
bonus, I feel like, is like 10,000, right? Am I right? What's the normal bonus on that card? I feel
it's
like it's not
the normal
normally
bonus
40.
on this card. So this is the $95 annual fee card. It's normally 20,000, and then they have the no annual fee card that has a normal bonus of 10,000, and that's elevated to 20,000 points too. So let's take a
Wow,
look
they
if I
did a
do it from
100% increase
Chicago.
on both cards. I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Now, like
I
if
may
you're the
actually.
type of person that travels Amtrak, 100%, but bonus on what they normally do is definitely the time you should be putting your big eyes on and trying to get that application in.
Yeah, I'm doing a search right now to see how much that is on
Okay,
the
awesome,
price.
awesome, awesome. While we're doing that, looks like we got a comment here. Mike Newland says first world problems with the Roomba. So I think that was targeted at you. I think that was at you.
Yeah,
Gunna says
that
Wells
is
Fargo
interesting.
pulls Experian in Southern California.
Oh,
So
that's good to know.
that's good to know. That's good to know. I think they
Yeah.
pulled TransUnion for me, but I'd have to check. It was back in April of last year. So I have to double check that.
All right, so it looks like it's about between $800 to $1,400 for the private rooms.
Mm, that's
So for
nice.
that one race, so yeah, that's huge.
Wow.
So if you are into Amtrak, that's not a bad thing, and it gives you lounge access, which is great. It gives you I think 1 or 2 lounge credits per card year. And of course, I think the only lounge that's actually worthwhile is in Boston and in New York. But
I was just gonna
yeah,
say we don't have to play Never Have I Ever, but never have I ever been in an Amtrak lounge. Out of all of the lounges I've been in, I can say I haven't even seen it. I don't even know what it would look like on the inside, but
They do a
interesting.
really pretty good job of hiding it. The one in Moynihan Hall looks like the best one. I was in
Okay.
the DC one because I was actually traveling with one of my professors from UVA, and it's very depressing. It's like a closet with free chips in it.
Okay. So
But
that explains why I
yeah,
haven't seen it then.
yeah, exactly. But you don't. It's not terrible on earning. 3x on Amtrak travel purchases, 2x on dining and travel. So like you're still earning some decent points while you're spending for the sign up bonus.
Hmm.
So, but yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's catch back up further. Oh yeah, you also you said some things. Sledge
Yep.
is here. Thanks so much for being here, Sledge.
On Sledge. Happy early Veterans
Um,
Day.
yeah. Mike says Wells Fargo's pulls Experian in Texas. I don't know if we said that, or maybe we did just say that.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then Lisa says I've been looking for for the stuff. Micah got my built notice today. Will convert to an autograph if I don't get a new built card. Yeah, I feel like it's not an unattractive offer. I feel like there might be some people that take them up on that.
I agree. And that's like I said, if I was more confident in my portfolio of credit card applications, I would stay and just keep the built card, move it over to cardless. But if I'm confident I'm going to get another built card, the autograph card is that's one of my go-to cards. I know I don't do what's in my wallet videos because it's typically like that card only and my Tesla key card. So
Absolutely. All right. Gunna Diver, B of A and SoCal pulls Experian for personal and Training Union for biz. If you apply to any B of A cards and are worried about pull, freeze all credit. In an hour, B of A will email you to unfreeze with options. Oh, okay. That's good to know.
that is good to know. When I did that, I did have Experian frozen and I live in Rhode Island. For those of you that don't know, they specifically told me to unfreeze Experian. So that's how I got approved. And that's why my Experian report is on fleek, as the kids say, with 20 plus inquiries.
Awesome. So Gunna Diver just saying that you can see what works for you. And then the Ratator, is that, or Ratadar? I don't know. I give up.
Good to see you, though.
I guess,
never seen your name before.
Yeah, thanks for being here. I guess Built is teaming up with Venmo for mortgages. Sounds weird. Yeah, it is. Like the whole thing, just like it's weird. I didn't really look into the whole Venmo thing. I saw that they made an announcement a couple of days ago.
While you're doing that, I'm curious on the built transfer partners. I don't have that many built points because y'all, the way I earn built points is I connect cards like the Wells Fargo autograph, the Citi Strata Premier, and a few others to my built dining program. And then otherwise from that, the only other card I have in my wallet is my Chase Freedom Flex card because I love going to Walgreens and stacking up on stuff I need plus getting built points. So that's how I earn my built points without having the card itself. I'm just curious, like, what are their transfer partners? Because I don't know if I've ever transferred a built point before.
They definitely have Atmos, which is kind of huge. They have Hyatt. They did used to have American, and then that went away.
Okay, I'm going to show it on the screen here. Boom.
Okay, yeah.
Boom. All right. So, yeah, I mean, they have a large number of airlines. And let me just scan this pretty quickly. But it seems like it doesn't matter that American Airlines isn't here because there are One World partners on here. So I wouldn't even worry about that. They have non-alliance folks like Southwest Airlines. This is awesome. This is a pretty robust list of airlines. Let me scroll down to the hotels. This is more manageable. So Hilton, Marriott, Hyatt, IHG, and Accor Limitless. I love it. Okay. Bill's got it going on.
The Accor Limitless one is kind of a weird one because usually it's 1 to or 2 to 1, right? And this one is 3 to 2.
But they're European, so I wonder if it's just like to account for the translation rate, FX rate.
Could be. Yeah, because I think officially their program is like each of their Accor points are going to be worth about 2 euro cents, which is a little bit stronger than the dollar.
Euro cents. I love us. I love that we make shit up like that. That is crazy work. But okay. Euro cents is wild work. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm adding that to the list of like things that I hate, like resi restaurants. Like I hate that term. I'm adding Euro cents to that list. I don't have a list, but we're starting it today.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I love that. Was it who was it that has the terms, the credit card term videos?
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot.
Sledge, the unsubscribe list. Is that what you're talking
Oh
about?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I may have to record a video on just stuff I hate, but it's just gonna be annoying. No one's gonna watch it, so it'll just be for me.
Yeah.
Cent per
All right.
point. Like, when else are you calculating stuff like that in
I
life?
know,
Like, this is
right?
crazy
Yeah,
work. Crazy.
yeah. All right, so for the Venmo thing, apparently, so Venmo is partnering with Built to expand how people use Venmo for everyday payments. So apparently,
Mm,
you can actually so you can bring rent payments, mortgage payments, and neighborhood commerce into the Venmo experience. So essentially, if you can pay with Venmo, you can link it to your Built account, and I guess earn with that, which
that
seems
feels
interesting.
exploitable. I don't
Yeah,
want my
a
Bolt
hundred
account
percent.
shut down though. But that's all I'll say. That seems exploitable. Uh, I'm
Yeah.
because like, what if like I live with people, right? And they just Venmo me all the money. But like, who says that it has to be for? I don't know. I don't know. Seems I'll leave that loose. I'll play around with some tests because I love some stuff like that. But
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the credit card community loves breaking some stuff.
love it. Love it.
Yeah. Awesome. I guess we could talk debit cards.
Love it. I
Yeah.
don't use debit cards. What do we got? Actually, I lied. Speaking of Venmo, I gotta show you this. It came in
Oh,
the mail.
you got the pretty Venmo debit card?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta get it on this box. I might need to upgrade this box to something else, y'all. I'm already filled up this box. Okay. I I live in New England, so college football is not popping, right? We don't tailgate for Boston College games. Like that's just not the vibe we have here in New England. So my college football team is the University of Colorado,
There you
and
go. Okay.
Venmo has a thing with the Big 12. So you can select your favorite team, and I think the Big 10 and a couple other, maybe the SEC. I'm sure the SEC has something too, but um, yeah, I got a University of Colorado card. I did not go there, so please don't try and find me on the alumni page or anything like that. I just like football, and that's what I like. So,
That's awesome.
shout out to the Venmo card.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
I literally only got this because I opened my email and saw a pretty shiny thing and was like, I have to have this. I haven't used it, never going to, but it's in my wallet. So
I love it. I love it. Here's the thing
yeah.
I do know about Venmo, and maybe it's old. Maybe it's old. They used to have where if you have cash in your account, you can turn on offers, kind of like Amex offers, but they'll
They
give you
do.
like $3 back at McDonald's or like random little things like that. I haven't
Mhm.
checked. Let me check right now to see if they still have that and still do that. I don't even know.
I think that's actually how they tried to say that this is kind of like a rewards debit card because you can add particular offers. Now, I think it's kind of limited to like who they've partnered with specifically. But yeah, last I checked, I think they do.
I just got an ad. As soon as I opened up Venmo, it says I can get a taco at Taco Bell. So that was crazy.
There you go.
Um,
Taco Bell's kind of popping right now. I love their Cantina bowls.
okay, okay. Listen, I just got a coupon. Don't tempt me with a good time. I got J. Crew, Madewell, Staples, Insomnia Cookie. Oh, I think this is like local stuff because I have Insomnia cookies down the street.
Oh yeah,
ESPN, 15% cash back. Home Chef,
nice.
10% cash back. So these are some pretty solid offers, especially for a debit card. So
Seriously, yeah, absolutely. But no, so the debit cards I want to talk about because we have two airline programs that recently launched a debit card. So United has the United Mileage Plus Debit Rewards Card, and it actually has a sign up bonus, which is huge. And then Southwest actually came out with their debit card as well. So this is actually kind of interesting to me because there's a lot of people and like so I love watching Caleb Hammer videos and he always says you're not a credit card person. And so if you're not a credit card person, these could be an interesting way to kind of review or at least kind of earn rewards. Let's take a look. Let me see if I can share my screen actually.
okay.
Let's do.
So I was like, I don't fly United, so I'm getting educated here, Philip. Help me out.
All right, here we go. Yeah, so now you get to see my ads, which apparently are mayonnaise. Okay, so United Plus, so it has a 10,000 point sign up bonus. When you open an account, spend $500 within the first 4 months of card membership. Honestly, opening up 10, I might do that. 10,000 miles is not terrible.
Wow.
And then you earn $1 or 1 point per dollar spent on United purchases and 1 point for $2 on all other eligible purchases. And so that's pretty similar. That is the exact same thing as the Southwest card, but it's also the same as the American Express business checking and the personal checking rewards debit cards too.
Okay.
For some reason, I guess debit cards are just profitable at 1 point per $2, which is crazy. And then actually, so this is an interesting thing. You can earn a bonus depending on how much you spend in a year. So if you spend $10,000 on the debit card, you get an extra $2,500 at your card member anniversary. And then there is a monthly fee, $4. But you can, if you have a daily account balance of $2,000 or more, then they waive that. So yeah, so that's kind of bad, but it's interesting.
Okay, and it's on SoFi's tech platform. Okay, I mean,
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. Not for me personally, and the only reason why is because I don't fly United. I'm gonna look at my travel spreadsheet. I should have been doing it, but I was genuinely interested in what it earned. I'm just gonna see. Did I travel United at all this year? Out of my 70 flights,
70
zero
flights.
United, 0.0
Okay.
United flights. So not for me.
All right, so then this one actually is kind of
Ooh.
similar, except this one doesn't. I don't think this one has. Oh, you can earn up to 2,500 points after signing up, so less of a sign-up bonus. And then 1 point per $2 spent on qualifying purchases. Now this is interesting. You get a 20% off promotion code every January, which honestly, whenever Southwest sends me a email of their sales, I don't ever really care because it's like it's one seat on like from Atlanta to Tampa or something, and it's like I'm never gonna fly that flight.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. So the Southwest promotion that I know I keep distracting us. This is my role here.
Yeah, you're fine.
But Southwest promotions, that's how I did a majority of my Major League Baseball tour, is because I waited for those sales. That and JetBlue, they used to have like flash sales and things like that. I would wait until routes went on sale, and that's how I was kind of getting from city to city. And I was using things like the 1.25% in the Chase Travel Portal for those flights, because a $49 flight becomes like 3,000 something points.
That's incredible.
So, and yeah, that's one of the ways I was doing it, or the business platinum as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's amazing.
Southwest though, is there a minimum? Like, do I have to have a certain amount in that checking account? Sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah, no. So this one has a $6.99 monthly fee, but it can be waived if you have $2,500 in it. Which honestly, I feel like it would be better to park $2,500 literally anywhere else to get more money than that. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, no, it's solid. Gonna Diver, of course, brings a great point. Of course, if we're talking about debit cards, we can't not talk about the GOAT, which is the Charles Schwab debit card.
The GOAT, huh? Dang, people love this card. This is a card I actually sunset last
did
year.
You really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do a lot of international stuff, and as much as I love it, I do nothing else with Charles Schwab. So I had literally a login just for my checking account.
That makes sense.
And then I had no money in it until I was going overseas, and I transferred money there. So I moved my international card to the Fidelity cash management account, because it has also no fees associated with it. So I don't know why Charles Schwab is the GOAT card. There's so many other cards that give you no fees when you go to pull out your own money, because it is your own money.
How easy is it to get stuff into that cash management account, though? So I opened one and I had some trouble.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do it. Like, I don't know what it's called. You can do it not Square. Plaid. Is it Plaid? You can plaid your account in with like a secure thing, or you can wait and do the 2 deposits. They send like a couple pennies and then they steal them back. For me, I did the 2 pennies route, and it took a couple days, but other than that, I've been smooth sailing. This is how I max out my IRA. This is how I send money to my, cash management account. And unlike with Charles Schwab, because at Charles Schwab, you pay for the fee, and then the end of the month, they reimburse you, or maybe it's a couple days after, I can't remember. With Fidelity, it's like next day, like you're getting your ATM fee or your fees back the next day. So I don't know where this GOAT card came from. I don't know. People just, I don't know. I just like to push back on stuff like that, because there's just so many other options.
That is true. I like the Charles Schwab account because I have a number of emails, and so I actually have each different email associated with a different account. So I actually just Zelle myself to all of my different checking accounts,
Ooh.
and
Okay.
so basically I Zelle myself to my Charles Schwab account, and so that way I don't have anything in that account, which means if I lose that debit card, nothing happens.
Mhm.
But if I need it, then I can immediately just go online and transfer it from my actual checking account to there, and then it's there immediately, which is really super helpful.
That is
Well,
cool.
most of the time there
Yeah, yeah.
immediately.
I like that. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. I have so many questions. Do you have that just for like cybersecurity reasons, like one email per bank, or yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just
Okay.
that. And then it's not like I like created them like I have like my school account, like I have a couple of different side hustles that each have their own thing. So it's like I just happen to have all these different emails, and I was like I might as well use them in a different way. So,
Awesome. Okay. Now that
yeah.
learning something new every time we chat. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And oh, fun fact about while we're on bank accounts, which I don't think either of us planned on doing this long, but business checking account through American Express is now available in the personal Amex app. So before then, you had to use like their special business like blueprint app, and it was stupid. It had a different login. It was always had two-factor authentication. It was dumb. But
Oh,
now you can actually access it on the personal app, which is huge. Now, while you can't do Zelle from a business checking account, I did discover they do immediate transfers between the business checking account and the personal Amex checking account, and
hmm.
then you can add Zelle to that. So
Okay. I'm looking. I wonder. Oh, I guess I don't use the mobile app often. I'm usually just on my computer looking at this stuff. But
that makes sense.
I is the web version different? Like, like I guess I don't.
Yeah, the web version I think always has had the business
Okay.
available as through that. It's just the mobile app where there was like the difference.
Yeah, I was just checking. I was like, I could see my business checking account right here. It's called general operations for some reason, but that sounds legit. Sounds legit.
Yeah, yeah, mine's called General Operations too. He's a
Very
great guy,
cool.
General Operations.
Great guy. All
All
right.
right, we have some comments to catch up on.
I love
So let's
it.
see. Oh yeah, Chad said he does the credit card term videos. I knew it was somebody. I've forgotten who. But yeah, no.
Sorry, Chad. My bad. I'll put some respect on your name. My bad. That's on me.
But yeah, no, those videos are great. Gunna Diver, he said he got the Rakuten card to select bill points for redemption, not launched yet, although you don't need card to do this. Bill is great partners. Atmos card earns 3x Atmos points on rent and
Exactly.
mortgage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For mortgage, that's a no-brainer. But if you can't get a Bank of America card, that's where the hang up is on that part. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
I'm in that boat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I love the Atmos program. Dim, anyone take advantage of the Rakuten 30x? Yeah, have you had a chance to buy anything yet?
I'm looking right now. I haven't yet, but I know one of the upcoming days is going to be Adidas, and I love rocking me some Adidas, y'all. So I
Oh
will
yeah.
absolutely be hitting up buying some shoes. I don't buy shoes often. And I already know that's what I'm going to be doing on Friday. Next week. I think it's on Thursday of next week. But what
Yes,
is
November 10th. So yeah. Yeah, today's Gap. So I can get set up with all my jeans.
I love it. I love it. I don't think I fit anything in Gap, but that's okay.
Now, interestingly enough, so 30% or 21% on November 9th for Temu. Is that how you say it, or is it Temu?
I think it's Timu, but it's okay. We know.
Okay.
We know what you mean.
Yeah. And so that could be good. And then November 8th, big deal to be revealed. So
Big reveal. Dun, dun, dun.
yeah.
I bet it's gonna be like like I don't know, some story we've never heard of, but I'm just
Oh
yeah.
yeah. It would be really cool if it was like something interesting, like it would be cool if it was Lululemon, honestly. But
I think Lululemon isn't that like this week? Like Friday?
I don't see it on the list. So
Rakuten 30%. Yeah, there's like a full calendar. I feel like they emailed
yeah,
me or I
because
saw
the
a
first
list.
one was Ulta, then they had QVC, LG, Expedia, which that was a huge one. Gap, Durham Store, Lands End, Unnamed, Timu, and then Adidas.
Okay. Oh, okay. I could have sworn.
Because a lot of people were talking about it, and I kind of was wondering, like, oh, am I missing something? But not off of the things
Yeah,
I'm
no,
seeing.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Man, I realized, dang it. Oh, only on hotel stays for Expedia was yesterday. Um,
Oh, okay.
okay, so it wasn't on flights or anything like that. I still would have probably maybe taken advantage of that, maybe.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
30x on Expedia hotels. That's worth giving up your free breakfast.
Yeah, I agree. And you're getting 30 membership rewards points. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. All right. Let's see. Alejandro, will you be getting the Built 2.0 card? If so, do you think it will be possible to double dip with the Mesa card? That's going to be the question. I feel like so the Mesa card is fun in that they don't actually require you to make the payment on the card. Honestly, the only thing I had to do was just send them a copy of my mortgage statement
Hmm.
because I wanted to verify it. And so theoretically, yeah, you could. I can't imagine them letting that live for too long. But I definitely will be checking in a little bit to see. Well, in February, I'm definitely going to try to apply for it and see if Carlos will give it to me. But we'll see.
I think I need to watch some more of your videos on the Mesa card because I have a first position HELOC. I've talked about this ad nauseum, I feel like. So I don't have like a traditional mortgage where, on the 1st or the 15th, I have to pay $1,000 or whatever my mortgage payment would have been. Instead, like I link it automatically to my checking account. So every time I'm paid, it just goes towards and sits in the line of credit until I need to pay credit card bills or whatever. I wonder though if Mesa would accept my interest like statement because I don't have a mortgage per se. It's from a mortgage
Oh
company.
yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
I need to
Well, I
think.
mean, so I did hear from a couple people that were messaging with me on Discord, and they were saying that Mesa did ask them for proof, and they just didn't submit it, and Mesa just kind of like stopped caring. So,
Shout out.
I don't know how long that's going to last, but apparently there are kind of still workarounds.
Okay. Helpful. And the
Yeah,
Mesa card, do you remember what that pulled?
I don't
Okay.
actually.
I'm sorry. I keep asking you like these
No,
ridiculous
yeah, no,
questions.
that's I came woefully unprepared.
Nah. Can't be unprepared for stuff that's just coming to my brain.
I right. I do need to go deal with my Roomba. It apparently has gotten lost, so I'm gonna go do that real quick.
Okay.
Sorry.
No,
I'll
all
be right
good.
back.
Sounds good. Y'all keep dropping the questions below. We'll definitely make sure we hit all of them and share them up on the screen. Really appreciate everyone coming out. And I know I've been here for the third night in a row. So I really appreciate you continuing to show up. This is my last night this week that I'll be going live. What's everyone's favorite debit card to use? I know Charles Schwab's probably popular, but curious to know what everyone else is using for debit cards or no annual fees or no wow, what's it called? ATM fees.
Oh yeah, because that's kind of huge, honestly. Like my wife and I, we went to West Palm and we were going antiquing, and so we needed some cash to because we were going to like the flea markets and stuff like that, and the lobby at the hotel had I think it was like a $12 fee or something. I was like, I'm just going to use my Schwab card, which like you said, I did have to pay for it, but that was nice to have.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So just to catch back up, Dim, I'll be Adidas for
Oh, that
next
was
week.
me. Yeah, that was me.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll definitely.
Uh, Gunna Diver, by the way, go Dodgers. What a series. Yeah, absolutely. That was amazing. Props to the Jays on a great series, and after many heart attacks, I'm so happy Dodgers prevailed. That is incredible. That was
Yeah.
a great game.
Yeah, great series. I was up until almost like I think I fell asleep. So maybe like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and the game was still on. Not game seven, I think it was game five.
Oh yeah.
That went 18 innings. I love a good baseball game. Even though those weren't my teams, I'm so glad one team didn't just smoke them in four games. I love a good battle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. We've had a couple good football games too that were just kind of like duking it out into overtime, which is I always love it when that's like there's just a little bit of extra kind of pressure and stuff like that. It's great.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Oh yeah. So did okay. I think we talked about this a little bit.
Yep.
Charles debit card is my favorite. David Tran says fac. Maybe he's trying to say facts. Thanks for being here. Gonna just check my Amex mobile app. Biz checking there. Must have just happened. It wasn't there a couple days ago. Yeah, I think it was like yesterday. I was like, oh man. And I actually sent a screenshot to Anthony. I was like, this changes everything. Sledge says the business checking account used to be in the regular Amex app a long time ago. Okay. I do have the my Amex. It says member since 2014, which that was actually because I had a corporate card that actually was never given to me, but I still get credit for having Amex cards for that long.
We have
But
this in common. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me see. Hold on.
oh
Let me
yeah,
kill these lights. Boom. Yes. Member
oh
since
nice,
2014.
that's awesome.
Yep.
I love that you have remote controlled lights. That's amazing. Background balloon is here. Thanks so much. And then he's
Hey.
saying so many lives today.
Yeah.
We tried to get a little bit established before all the 7 p.m. ones started hitting.
Yeah.
Key, what's the tequila of choice for tonight? That's a good question.
I have Lost Lore here today. And I'm
Ooh.
drinking it because they had some limited releases come out yesterday. I don't have any of those. If anyone wants to send me some or a sample of some, please do. But I just felt like having some Lost Lore after seeing some limited releases come out.
That's awesome. All right, great. And Ian M is here. This live, let's go. All right.
Austin, baby, let's go.
And Jen says, smash that like button. Absolutely. Please do that.
Please do.
Yeah. And like and subscribe and do all the things. It's great.
Yeah.
Background balloon, Amex debit card. I don't have it yet, but I'll be getting it since there's a welcome offer for it right now. Yeah. Oh, is there a welcome offer on the personal?
I'm looking right now. I was like, is there?
Because I know usually there is on the business one.
On the personal side. Not
$250.
Yeah. Okay.
If it were points, I'd be excited.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're like, oh man, like we need more Amex membership rewards. I think we don't. Why not?
Yeah, it's funny whenever I sync my Max Rewards app. It's like your 10 cards have been synced with Amex, and I'm like, oh Lord, I have a problem. Background says a double out that gave the Dodgers Game 7 was wild. Yeah, that's amazing. And then so background was clarifying. You need 5K direct over 90 days to get the 250. That seems like a lot for $250. I don't know.
That's the same as the business. That's why I'm confused.
That's true.
I feel like it could at least be half that. So 250. I mean, wow, 2,500. Yeah. I don't know for the personal.
I'd say so.
That's me.
Yeah, that is weird. And then of course, Manuel Jimenez is here. Thanks so much for being here. Background, no, it didn't have an MR offer. I just was hoping that it did. So
we're speaking it into existence. That's all.
Yes, exactly. Just projecting it out into the ether. All right. I think one other comment or one other topic that you had was talking about transferable currencies, talking about transfer bonuses. So there's a decent amount of transfer bonuses going on.
There is. I don't know all of them. I don't even know if there's a place that has all of them consolidated, but I imagine there are. We're a bunch of nerds that love spreadsheets and stuff. But nevertheless, I do know that there is a 25% bonus on American Express membership rewards over to Marriott.
Yes.
And as a new Marriott Titanium member, I love keeping a small amount of points in my account because I top up my certificates, my 85,000.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
85,000 certificate, my 35,000 certificate. So I love making those 150, 50, and 100 respectively. So I'm wondering if I should take advantage of that. That's why I put it on the list.
That's not bad. I need to look into that too, because I have about 90,000 points right now, and I may want to top up to 100. I mean, I'm not going to max it out, but yeah.
Yeah, I won't max it out. I'd probably just transfer enough to get me, I don't know. I don't have an amount in mind, but just greater than the probably 19,000 that I have in my Marriott account right now.
Yeah. There's actually one that's ending tomorrow for Chase. It's the Southwest Rapid Rewards 25% bonus. So 1,000 points is $1,250. Do we think that's worth it?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, you can only transfer your to Southwest from Bilt and from
Chase.
Wow, Chase, thank you. I'm having a brain fart there. So for that reason alone, I think anytime it's very isolated like that, yes. If it's something like Avianca or Avios, then no, because you can get those every program basically, right? So
yeah,
I think it's possible, and I think I would do it if I knew that I had something in mind for Southwest. I don't think I would do it just blindly. No flights planned for 2026, 2025.
That makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that. I so we actually, I think we have about like 60,000 Southwest points,
I'm
and
just logging into my account. Maybe I changed my mind. Let me see what I have here. Y'all, I I rarely keep points in my account because I like to use them. Let me go ahead and see if I can log in. Password manager. Perfect.
so we actually, so my wife and I, we have the Southwest priority card, and that one just recently increased to a $225 annual fee. Although I kind of lucked out because the last time that it renewed, it actually was after the announcement, but it was still just the 150, and I actually have all of the same benefits through the end of this year. And
Hmm.
so we're actually decided to fly to Puerto Rico using Southwest because we wanted to try to use our early boarding credits because we get 4 every year. And I wanted to see if they did have the extended legroom seats on those flights. And that way I could be like, do I care about getting upgrades to these seats by having the priority card? Because I think that'll
Mhm.
be a big consideration into whether or not I keep it going into, next year and the years after that.
Interesting. Okay. I only have the Rapid Rewards Plus. So I have the cheapest one that does not come with any sort of additional perks
Oh, yeah.
outside of, I think, 3,000 points on my anniversary or something like that. Um, y'all, I have 2,700 Southwest Rapid Rewards miles on my account. So let me know. Should I transfer over some Chase Ultimate Rewards over to my Southwest account?
Yeah. Let's
Um,
see. Let's
okay.
ask the
Yeah.
chat.
And I'm just looking, I'll give you out of my 70 flights, I did only 4. Only 4 on
Okay.
Southwest last year or this current year, sorry.
It's more than United, which is
400% more than United, yeah.
my wife and I, we do it for we love or have loved Southwest for the direct flights, the nonstops, right? And so
Mhm,
like especially from Orlando, we have a lot of nonstop places to a lot of, different places. And so, if we want to go to their nonstop to Nashville, their nonstop to DC, New York, Atlanta, there's a lot of places they're nonstop to for us. And so, we use those for positioning flights in a lot of cases for kind of like larger, like international trips,
mhm.
which, starting the trip out with Southwest is not the right tone, but it's definitely cheap.
Yeah, out of MCO, y'all have a lot of stuff, and y'all have some new flights starting. You got
Yeah.
St. Martin and St. Thomas starting in 2026.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is huge.
Yeah. Dang. Oh, and Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay, I
Oh,
see
that is
y'all.
nice.
I see
Okay.
y'all. Okay. This is a lot of flights for Southwest.
It's so huge, and it's just like we kind of lucked out being in Orlando. Oh, and Richmond is there. I go there every once in a while.
Okay. Providence, if you want to come swing by, come check me
Oh
out.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many places. It's just like it's
Very
really
cool.
insane.
Yeah.
Oh, and we can fly direct to West Palm Beach, which is, if we don't want to make the 2-hour drive.
Oh, you can take the Bright Line. I like the Bright Line.
I want to ride the Bright Line so much. I hate how when I like actually go to like make the booking, because those emails, they're really good at writing those emails, but they say it's like fares as low as like $29 or whatever. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go. But it's the one at 5 a.m. and you can't pick where you sit. You can't bring anything with you. Like it's not bait and switch because yeah, those seats are available, but like I'm never going to travel that way.
Right.
you know so and then you get the stuff that you actually want to do and it's like $150 and I'm like, okay, that's just dumb. I'm never going to do that. But yeah, no, Dim, I'm definitely not saying I don't like Brightline. Like the concept of Brightline is great. The product is insane. It's the best rail service in the United States. I hate how much it is for what you're getting and where you're going.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
Sorry, I have a lot of emotions about this apparently.
Yeah. I think I might transfer over a little bit of Southwest. I was just looking at, I don't use Max Rewards or anything like that, but I just keep old-fashioned spreadsheet here. The reason why just a little bit, I actually have about $70 of Southwest gift cards and flight
Nice.
credits and all that fun. Oh, it's not even including the flight credits. I'm just looking at the gift cards I have here. And y'all,
Oh,
I
that
get the
reminds
gift
me.
cards because I have 2 American Express Business Gold card. So every month I get $20 on each card at Staples. I
Oh,
go
nice.
and I get gift cards for like Southwest, Delta, things like that. And that's how I start to use and stack my Amex Business Platinum airline fees.
Oh,
I'll use the gift
yeah.
cards and I'll do that. So uh,
Smart. Okay.
towards the end of the live, so I felt like I could share that.
That's amazing. I love that. Yeah. I, that reminds me, I have $75 in Southwest credit on my card I got to use before December.
Oh,
So,
see, glad we talked. Yeah, I got $40. I got $80. What's this one? Oh yeah, I got over like close to $200 in Southwest gift cards here.
that's amazing. And those don't expire too, right?
They do not. These are just normal gift cards. So no
That's awesome.
expiration. I'm just looking at the back because I'm like, do they?
That's better than flight credit.
Yeah, flight credit. I only have $15, but
Yeah,
it's whatever.
that's
I'll get around
awesome.
to it.
I
So I
think
might
the
trip for a
last
little bit
time,
over, but I like booking cash flights, whether that's from airline portals or excuse me, transferable portals, or other things like that. So
yeah. Well, actually, so I gotta, before we wrap things up, I definitely have to tell you that you have impacted my life in two very positive ways so far this year.
I hope
So,
it's
in
good.
addition to doing this live with me, so the first one is you are the reason why I have the Ritz Carlton card. So I had the Boundless card. There it is. And I had the Boundless card, and I actually got it because of the five free night award. And last
Mhm.
January was when it was time for me to re-upgrade, and I was like, do I do it? Like, it's a lot of money. Do I do it? And then I watched the video that you did with Anthony talking about it, and I was like, let's just do it, And I've loved it.
It is so easy, right? Am I
Yeah,
crazy at how easy that card is to use? People are like,
it
I don't like
is.
calling on the phone. Like that's their biggest hang up, but they're willing to drive around town to Saks and Lululemon and Resi restaurants, but they don't want to call somebody on the phone. Like that's wild, insane statements to me. That's insane.
Yeah. And what's weird though is like the following day. So I got the card actually delivered to me on a Monday, and then that Tuesday, my mom called me and she had some severe car issues. Like she
Oh,
had a flat tire, but she didn't realize it, and so she tried to drive on it and it detached. And so she needed roadside assistance, and so I actually used the roadside assistance that day, and they actually towed her to her place, and I didn't have to pay for anything. It was amazing. I was like, thank God I have this card. So amazing.
yeah. I I'm on a really bad streak. Thank you for reminding me of that. But also, that is so humbling. Thank you for telling me that you got the Ritz card and you're putting together and using, unfortunately, right? No one ever wants to use roadside assistance, but I'm glad that it
Right.
worked out. I always have to use roadside assistance. I don't, well, up until last month, I didn't have, or maybe a couple months ago, I didn't have AAA. So
Oh yeah.
I get flat tires. I don't know what it is. I don't know if people are like poisoning my Tesla or something. I had two flat tires at the same time. So even if I was to have a spare, like what was I going to do in that
Right.
situation? Right.
Yeah.
And I called Ritz. They put me in through the people and all that. And I had the roadside assistance. They never charged me. And this was like a
No.
60-mile tow. Like this was a big
Wow.
tow.
That's
Um,
insane.
so shout out to them for that. And I'm not saying maybe it was an accident on their part or I don't know what happened, but I never got charged for that. So I love the Ritz card.
That's amazing. And I don't know if this is like the normal situation, but it was so fast. Like between me starting the call to when my mom's car was on the tow truck was like 25 minutes.
Okay.
Like it was insanely fast, and like right off after I got off the phone with the Chase people, like I got a call from the owner of the tow truck company, like my guy is like coming right now, like all this stuff. And I was like, this is insane, like that. So
Yeah,
that was my first week with the Ritz-Carlton card, and I love it ever
awesome.
since then.
I'm glad you are riding high and sorry about the flat tire situation, but I'm glad that it worked out and glad you had
Yeah,
a really good experience.
it was awesome. And then of course the second one was Breeze Airways. So
Yes. Tell me more.
So yeah, so my wife, I kind of messed up by showing my wife how great everything can be with points and miles, and now we're just like, if it's in the front of the plane, if it's not in the front of the plane, we ain't doing it. And so we flew to Huntsville actually, and because my wife reserved a tree house on the lake.
Huh.
It was a little small little lake about an hour south of Huntsville. And so on our way back, we were like, we could do the Delta thing, which would have meant going through Delta or going through Atlanta, sitting in a Centurion Club for a couple of hours, and then,
Hmm.
being delayed another hour and a half because it's Orlando, and then the whole 9 yards, right? Or we can get a direct flight in the middle of the day through Breeze and be there 7 hours earlier. And so we decided to do that, and then we actually paid for I think what I did was actually I originally paid for, yeah, I paid for the middle class seats on my Aspire card. So I got the $50 credit for that. And then I did the upgrade to the Ascent seats in July, so I could, and I used it on, so I could use that $50 credit on my Aspire card for those that upgrade.
Love it.
And so that was, it was honestly kind of crazy. Now the only bad thing was, like, they gave you the alcohol wipes to clean your own seat, which, like, sure, like, I guess, at least we don't have to pretend that, everyone else is doing it. um but what I did like was the fact that they had full size, like, snacks and stuff. Like, I was
Yes.
like, oh, I'll have the M&Ms, and it was like a giant bag of M&Ms. Like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah. I
It
love
was a
it.
great flight.
I'm so glad you had a good experience. I love Breeze. I've been telling people about Breeze, and they sponsor our local. I live in Rhode Island. I keep saying that, but they sponsor the soccer team here. So I sometimes like see the flyovers at the game. It's kind of cool.
Oh
But
yeah, that's
um,
awesome.
the livery, so the actual aircrafts are all brand new.
That's
There's
right.
not
Yeah.
many other airlines in the United States where almost all of their aircraft are 2 years or younger. So
Yeah.
for that reason alone, like, I don't know if it makes the staff happier that they're not working on some, 787 from, 1986, but I just feel like it changes the ambiance of everything. And
It
I love
definitely
sitting in the
does.
front too. So shout out to your
Yeah.
wife for
Yeah,
bamboozling you into
she
the
loved
front.
it too. And actually, I was kind of lucked out because we did the last row in the Ascent class,
Yep.
and right after that, we were on the right side or the left side of the plane. And for some reason, I think it was, there was nobody sitting behind me because the aisle just kind of like veers off, and
Hmm.
so, like, I got guilt-free recline on my flight the
I
entire
love
way, and I used that sucker. So that was actually the first time I've ever reclined on a domestic flight, and I was like, this is nice. I like this. I get why people are jerks sometimes.
it. I love it. I love that. And how is the cabin? Maybe I need to inquire on some more details. That sounds actually kind of relaxing.
Yeah, it was nice. And so one of the cool things about the headrest is it has one of those things that, like, it comes up, because I'm a little, like, my torso is a little bit longer than most
Okay.
people. And
Yep.
so, like, it comes up, which is nice. And so, like, I could actually, like, lay my head back, and it actually was resting on something, which was also really nice.
I love it. I love it. Full size snacks, actual seats. I have taller legs. I actually
Yeah.
fit in the seat. And I mean, people are just nice. I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's the new airplane. I don't know what it is, but they're just nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And the whole
I'm
process
friendly.
was really nice. We did not check a bag, so we just did
Okay.
carry on. So I don't know anything about that, but
Yeah, me either.
everything was great, and I would do it again. In fact, I looked. I'm flying to Greenville, the not this next weekend, but the weekend after that, and I looked to see, because there's a direct flight with Breeze, and it just didn't work out with their schedule, because I think it was
Yeah.
they only did like 3 days a week or something like that. But
That is the one downside with Breeze. Unlike, Delta, American, JetBlue, some of the others, they literally will only travel like Wednesday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, maybe. So it is pretty limiting, but I do love it. I do love it. I'm glad you loved it. Thank you for sharing those with me. That's so
yeah,
cool. That's so
yeah,
cool.
thanks so much. You have so much knowledge about, like, all this travel and credit card stuff, and it's great. And you actually, so I did try to do what I think you had, like, was it Apple Notes or something, where you had, like, reminders for there was something that you had reminders for all the credits to
I
use,
do.
and I tried keeping up with it, but I was too lazy. So
That's okay. I actually think I may revamp my strategy for 2026. That was something I did for this year and I liked it. But it's annoying, right? If I know I'm not going on the first to go to Staples to get my $20 gift card, like, it's annoying having the reminder pop up. Like, I know I got it.
oh
I
yeah.
got it. But yeah, I may have to try. You may have to sell me on Max Rewards, or did you say card pointers? I don't know what you said,
I
but
use Max Rewards. Card
you have to
pointers,
sell me.
I did try it, and it is good. It's just, it's a little bit more hands-on, which you might actually like about it, because you have to be like, I use this credit and stuff like that. Whereas Max Rewards is like, we know you use this credit. So
Hmm. Okay. Do I have to give them access to my accounts, then it sounds like I might have to there.
Max Rewards, yeah, you do have to log in through the app, and so
Okay.
like they have access to that. And it is kind of the tedious thing about Max Rewards is that you have to like I usually have to go in and like do two-factor authentication like every morning if I wanted to keep up to
Oh.
date with the offers. So like that's just part of my ritual. But like it's weird that I guess it's weird for me to say like I'm being lazy, but also I'm doing all this stuff. So I guess there's not really a
Hmm.
perfect way to do it, but you know.
Okay. Maybe we put our heads together and figure out a different way because I don't know if the reminders are the perfect solution, and it sounds like that's kind of annoying. Like I don't think I would do that. I know I wouldn't do that. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't do that every morning.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's a lot. And to be fair, like I just do that because I like seeing what the new Amex offers are that day, and that's just the way I do it. Like I could just open up the Amex app and do that, but
Let me
so that's
ask
kind
you
of
this though, and I'm sorry, I keep asking you questions. I'm just genuinely curious, and I
no,
would
yeah,
love to do this again. If I'm not being clear, I would love to do this again
awesome,
because
yeah,
I
I'm
feel like
down
we're just
too.
chatting. I just looked up; it's an hour and 11 minutes. So
Yeah.
if you need to shut me up, please do. Uh,
Oh no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good for however
um,
long you are.
I was just gonna say, how often do you find yourself actually using your American Express cards? Um, because the other day I
Yeah,
was like, wow, I was like, there's dust on this thing. Like I haven't. I was like, when have I used this card?
yeah. So all right, so because right now I'm working on the Mesa sign up bonus, and before that I was working on. Let's see, I had a Gemini sign up bonus. I had a bunch of sign up bonuses this year,
Mhm.
but my gold card actually I keep in my wallet, and I do use it frequently because Mesa is kind of weird though. They don't give you authorized user cards, so I just gave my wife my card. So
Yeah.
if I'm going by the drive-through to pick up like, Wendy's or something on the way home, like I just use my gold card for that.
Okay.
So that's kind of the one that I use the most. Um like I did try to be a little bit more deliberate and use Capital One because I was trying to angle for card or credit limit increases with them, but I didn't follow through on that either. So I let my gold card too much.
Okay. I'm logging into my account. I just have to do the authentication real quick. Speaking of two-factor,
Oh yeah,
um,
got to
I'm
be
just here.
safe.
Like, are there? Yeah, gotta be, have to be, especially as much data we put out here. Is yeah, gotta be,
Absolutely, yeah. My
gotta be.
mother's maiden name is
That's Joe Barretto. Joe Barretto will say all his information out here.
oh yeah.
I love Joe, but man, I always text him. I'm like, Joe, you gotta stop doing this.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't know if Amex offers like really resonate with me. Like I feel like I'm not like I definitely like some fancy stuff, right? Y'all see me drink some pretty cool
Yeah.
tequilas and stuff like that, but like I don't know, I'm not really like a clothing kind of like ball out on clothing or I don't know,
Yeah.
get like $300 sheets. Like that's not my jam.
One
10%
time,
back
so the
at
last couple Amex offers
okay.
I used was so I used actually one today. So there's do you know about McAllister's Deli? Do you have one of those up there?
I don't think so.
It's kind of a larger chain. It may be a regional chain. So it's like a deli, and my wife is on like a really big, like she loves their honey mustard dressing. They put on like their sandwiches and stuff, and so she's been wanting it. But they actually threw a 15% back offer on my Blue Business Plus for some
Oh,
reason, and so we used that, and so we saved like $7 or $8 on that just today.
hmm,
And then they actually do have my gold card through a Dunkin' offer. So it was
okay.
reload $10 up to three times and earn 300 MR points per reload,
Interesting. Okay.
which was nice.
Hmm.
So like yeah, like they're starting to venture a little bit more into like those chase kind of offers where it's like it's not a high dollar amount, but you use them more.
Okay.
I think the biggest one that I used recently was for a rental car. So I did a Avis rental car. I think it was like $150 off of a $350 trip or something like that. I want to say,
Hmm.
and that was
Okay.
this summer.
Yeah, I'm looking like I like food is probably where I spend the most amount of money. I'm looking at these things and I'm like, what is that? Smash burger. I don't even know if I have that near me. Something about
They did
Wagyu
have a good
beef.
gold belly offer last year for me around this
Okay.
time.
Okay. I like Gold Belly because I I like Junior's cheesecake from New York. So
Oh yeah,
sometimes I will actually take the train to go get Junior's cheesecake fresh, but that's a whole
nice.
other story for another day. And Gold Belly will ship it to you. And I'm sure Junior's will ship it to me too, but it's different when Gold Belly does it.
Yeah. I've used Goldbilly a couple times and it's been pretty good. Oh, there was one actually that I used that was more towards shopping, but the Ralph Lauren, the factory stores, we have a bunch of outlets near us,
Uh-huh.
and they often throw like 25 or 30% off coupons. And so we went to use that, but then there was also an offer. I think it was like spend $125 and get like $30 off or something with my platinum card.
Hmm.
And so, we got to double stack that one, which I was pretty happy about.
I love it. I love it. I just flipped through. I don't see anything that's of value to me. I just saw like 10% back if I spend on UK owned stores. I'm like, get out of here. Like,
Oh yeah.
come on. Like, I don't know. I'll have to take a peek though, because I have a lot of Amex cards. So including like the Rakuten card, right? So I'll have to take a
Yeah.
look at what offers are on that one as well.
I think there's a Hilton card actually now, or a Hilton offer for US and Latin America, some properties. So it's like certain things. And I think it's like spend 1,000, get like 100 or 200 back or something like that.
Okay.
Which like that's where most of the good value is, and like those hotel or airline offers.
Yeah.
But
I like the Best Buy offers too. I was just thinking of the last time I
oh yeah.
probably used one. It's literally like 300, spend $300, get $50 back or something like that. I will absolutely go use that for gift cards. I just hit up
Oh
the
yeah.
gift card rack. Same with like Lowe's or Home Depot. I can't remember which that they have, but they often have those as well.
Hmm.
All right. Do we have any other comments? I don't want to keep you too long. I know I could talk to you. I feel like I could talk to you all night, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah. No, I love this. This is amazing. I love just nerding out about credit card stuff. But yeah, we do have some stuff we need to go through on the
Okay. Hit the
comments
like button
section.
too while we're going through these comments. If you haven't, first of all, you're probably joining on Philip's channel. Philip has a much larger channel than I do. If you like what we're talking about, want to hear more, I have a lot of videos coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
Would love to get feedback. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like. You don't have to do
No,
anything like
you
that. But
do.
would
You
love
do have to
drop a comment.
subscribe.
Drop a comment though. Drop a comment. That's all. I'm just looking to continuously improve. That's all. So
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, the amount of feedback that I've gotten is like most of it is like kind of like at least helpful, right? Even if it's not positive,
mhm.
which is good. So every once in a while you get internet people, but for the most part, our community is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. No more
All right,
distractions.
so
Focus.
let's
I'm locked in.
see.
All right.
KRS, I signed up for this week for SaveWise, and I like it much better than Max Rewards and Card Pointers. Okay. Their service is legit and has many more features than the two services. Okay, I'll have to give them a try.
Save.
I actually haven't heard about SaveWise. Have you?
I definitely haven't. No, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'll look into it because I don't have either, and I will take a look.
Yeah. Oh, and I missed Background Balloon. LOL MX had one that was only 2K for the same two. I'm
Dunkin'
assuming
Donuts.
maybe
Dunkin'
this is an
Donuts.
offer. I'm not sure what we're talking about.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Background,
Direct
if you're still
deposit.
here, could you
Direct
clarify,
deposit.
please?
Oh, it's for the personal
Oh,
checking account.
oh
Okay,
yeah, okay.
Dunkin' Donuts. I live in New England. Everything's Dunkin' Donuts. It's
Yeah.
easy. It's
I
direct
actually, so
deposit.
our Dunkin' Donuts down here suck. And like I worked on a Senate campaign up in Massachusetts, and so like I know what good Dunkin' Donuts is like, but the ones down here they just suck. But
Guess you have to move. Too bad. Come on up.
I know, right? Yeah. KRS, I didn't realize that Marriott points expired. Ooh, I lost 30,000 of points due to inactivity. So is that like each point has a deadline, or is it has to be inactivity?
I bet you that there's just inactivity on the account. Like if you
Oh
haven't
yeah,
done any activity, I bet you they all expire. But
that makes sense. Yeah.
here's the thing, KRS. I don't know how long ago that was. I would try and call and say,
Yeah.
I had a family thing, or I just wasn't able to travel, blah blah blah. And I would try to see if they would give you even half of those points back, right? Maybe they'll give you the full, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So I would just see. And then I would go ahead and sign up, use Phillip's referral link for the Marriott card, start your path for the Ritz. And that way, all you have to do, go to the dollar store, spend 50 cents on a birthday card, holiday card, whatever. And that's going to keep your Marriott points alive. So,
Yeah.
boom.
Awesome.
Next one.
Thanks for shouting out for me. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Dim was
Dem
saying that
says,
Brightline
is awesome. I'll give
Yeah.
you a break here.
Yeah.
Ian, 2 American Express business goals. Also, I love the abbreviations. So this is awesome. ABGs. It looks like I don't know, a military thing. But
It does.
how many iPhones did you buy this year? Oh, that's to me. No comment, sir. No comment. No comment. Next one.
Awesome.
KRS, do you keep your gift cards in your Apple Wallet? I have an
Interesting.
Apple phone and a Samsung phone, but Philip, what do you do? Do you do anything?
So actually, so I have been running very gift card light. What I prefer to do, especially for my Hilton, like even the quarterlies, I will like just pay for one night of a room that I know I'm going to stay at in the future.
Mm.
So like, like I think I did that a couple for one trip in July. In January, I booked one night of a hotel in DC. In April, I booked another night. And so like I've just kind of stacked them that way. And I haven't really focused too much on gift cards. So I actually don't have that many to use. So
I
I don't
have.
have really any experience in this.
Okay, okay, thank you for being honest. I love transparency. I have so many gift cards, y'all. I have Delta, Southwest. I'm just looking here. American Airlines for sure. I love American Airlines gift cards.
Oh yeah.
And then I have Hilton gift cards as well. I definitely do not keep them in my Apple Wallet. Absolutely not. Instead, I'd keep them in this trusty credit card box here. This
That's
is
amazing.
all of the 40 plus active credit cards I have, plus rewards
Wow.
programs that I have. So no, I don't keep them in my Apple Wallet. Keep my
All
Apple
right.
Wallet pretty tight and my Samsung wallet. Different cards in each wallet, but keep it pretty tight.
Oh, smart. I always get overwhelmed if my Apple Wallet gets too big.
Yeah, I keep I think 6 cards. Actually, I have my phone right here. Let me check. Not too crazy. And most of it's like rewards programs. Actually, these are old tickets. I gotta go through and clean this. I got Charge Point in here. I got my medical card in here. So yeah, most of this isn't even credit card stuff as I think about it.
Okay.
All right. I don't know how to say this name, but woohoo!
I don't even.
In future, Key will be the reason I have the Ritz Carlton card. Oh, that's so weird. I just read it like that. I'm so sorry. That was really weird. But thank you. I appreciate that. Got me
Where it's a
blacker and
growing
blushing.
movement.
You,
We can be the Kiki elite.
oh, please. Right. Hello from Spanish Harlem. Hello. Thanks so much for the knowledge and experiences shared. Looking forward to meeting you in Puerto Rico.
It's gonna be so great. Sadly, Key, I think you're not gonna be there.
I'm not
but
gonna be there.
We're definitely gonna be missing you though. It's probably not gonna know what to do with ourselves.
Except beaches, follow Cesar, do all the things. But yeah, no, I'll definitely do this.
I hear that Spencer is trying to put together one in Texas though, so maybe that could be an option.
Cool. I'll actually be in Texas this weekend. And then side note, going back to the creator meetups, I don't know why we call it creator meetups. It's an inclusive meetup.
Right.
Remember that you know what we look like. We don't know what you look like. You're a small little image. So please don't get offended if we don't know who you are immediately. So that was like my biggest feedback area. Please, I want to know who you are if you're open to sharing your YouTube name.
Absolutely.
But keep that in mind. We see this much of you. You see our full life.
That's true. Yeah. Including our mother's maiden name.
Apparently. Manuel says, I'm on the phone with Chase regarding my airline credit. The rep is telling me we don't have to call in anymore. I know he is wrong.
So I think this is like kind of the benefit. The reason why the Ritz credit is so good is because a lot of the Chase reps don't know the difference between the Sapphire and the Ritz. And I think that might be what's going on here, maybe.
Okay. My exact script when I call in is, hey, I appreciate you because I call in January. I hope you had a great holiday season. I'm calling to use my travel credit on my card ending in 1234.
Yeah.
I don't say anything else. They say, okay, which charges would you like to use it for? I will literally say any charge that's been posted from January 1st through January 5th. All of those, please.
Nice.
And I shut the fuck up. That is it.
That's amazing.
Please follow the script. Don't try and say airline incidental credit. No. This is I'm calling to use my $300 travel credit on my card ending in ABC.
Yeah.
Great.
I have to talk to you about this. So I was going to, I fully intended when I got this card that I was going to try to break this credit as much as I could. Like, cause I had a rental car that I was going to try it on. I had a couple of just other random travel stuff I was going to try. And then my wife and we were at dinner one day and we were like, we really loved being in England we should do it again. So that night, like actually at the dinner table, we planned out our trip and booked our trip to London again
I
for
love it.
spring break. And so we ended up actually doing Virgin Premium Economy out and then upper class back. And so we had the taxes and fees, and I've just put some of them on my Ritz Carlton card. And so I actually used it for what I was supposed to use it for this time, but I'm going to try to break it next time.
Okay, and feel free. You have my information. I'll send you my cell phone number too, Philip. But
Okay,
yeah, hit me
sweet,
up. I've had a Ritz card since 2018, so keep
nice.
that in mind.
Back, I think, because it used to give you Marriott Platinum, right?
It did, yeah, when it was SPG and all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, they broke it. Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting.
Call in to get your
So
Southwest credit. Yeah, I always just say, hey, I had to check oversized luggage.
yeah,
Boom.
that's good. I like that.
Out here giving out
And
all
then
the
regarding the
tips.
Ritz card, yeah. On my third call, wow, so third hookah on that one. Another abbreviation.
Yeah. Gosh, add it to the list.
Yeah,
That's a lot of time, Manuel. What are you saying on the phone? I guess I'm just
that's a
trying
good
to
question.
understand like how I can be more prescriptive, but 3 calls is a lot. Like it should be a
It
one
is.
call thing. And also it's the end of the year. Are you telling me you've put no other travel charges on your Ritz card in like just say literally like be annoying. Like just say any charge from January 1st till November 5th and let them figure it out on their side.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, absolutely. And I think actually, so I saw that video where you talked about that before I made my call. And so I just said, I'd like to do the travel credit on this purchase and just to see, which of course, it did anyway, but
mhm.
thanks for that. That's a very helpful tip.
Yep.
But I'm glad that Manuel was able to at least get it done. But yeah, third
Third
time
time is crazy. I
is
don't think I've
brutal.
ever called 3 times for anything.
And thanks for the script. Yeah, Sci-Fi Fan is approval of
You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
Sci-fi, I
Oh,
don't think I've seen
this.
that picture before. But
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
I don't think I've seen you before. Hello. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. I'm going to nerd out on this. You justify multiple Hilton Aspires. I'm sure you probably have some opinions on this as well.
I have 0 Hilton Aspire, so I'm tuning in.
Okay. All right. So I have one, and I'm actually planning on getting another one. So I recently, when the $0 annual fee got their 100,000 point offer plus $100 statement credit, I pulled the trigger and was accepted. They actually gave me a personal bonus, which Amex hardly ever does anymore. And I was excited about that. And as soon as I hit that bonus, I put it on hold to work on the Mesa thing. I'm going to call and upgrade that because, first of all, having the free night award is amazing, but also using the Hilton Resort credit is not nearly as difficult as it first feels like when you actually start looking at it. So you just have to know which properties take a deposit on that rate. And so what I've done is I've actually floated a credit before. So last year I booked a room at the Waldorf in Orlando, and you can't do the prepaid rate because if you do the prepaid rate, it sends it through the central Hilton booking. But if you do it directly, like the like I forgot the Hilton member rate or something like that, that hotel takes a deposit of half the amount that you have it booked for. And so you can actually, and that qualifies as a Hilton resort, at least of the last time I checked. And so that comes in it hits your Aspire card, and then you get that credit, and then you can wait and wait, and as long as you cancel the room before, like within the window, you get that money back. And then I've to be on the safe side, I've gone and actually booked the room I wanted to stay at. But I have used that to successfully float a credit, and I haven't run into any problems so far. But naturally, now that I'm talking about it online, that will probably break. So, but there are a number of properties that do take deposits, which is nice. So that's easy. The $50 quarterly airfare credit, whenever we haven't used it, I've used it to top up Southwest flight credits. But now that they've changed that, I've started to use it to top up United credits if I don't have like a check bag or something that quarter. So yeah,
All right.
justify multiple Hilton Aspires. The 2 free nights, like so, my wife and I, with those 2 free nights that we get from our 2 Hilton Aspires, we're going to be using it at the Waldorf in New York City, which just recently opened. The Points guy did a great video talking about it. Those rooms are 150,000 points a night if you get the standard room availability, but it's just a free night award. And so 2 free nights would be about $5,000 in room rates.
Wow.
So
Wow.
not like
Wow.
I would be paying $5,000, but I'll get that any day.
What do you mean? I spend that all the time on hotels. No, that was very much sarcasm if you're driving and didn't see how much sarcasm it was.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. That's a great reason to justify the Hilton Aspires. And you give a lot of good tips there on using that. Is it $200 semi-annual?
It's $200 semi-annual, so $400 total.
Okay. Yeah, that's good tip there. So thank you for sharing that too.
Yeah. And so like even if you don't live next to a resort, even if you just like if you're planning on going on vacation at least once a year, you can make that. You can float that credit and make that work a little bit. But yeah, thanks for letting me nerd out about that. Sorry.
No, that's it.
Yeah. This one's for you. I'll let you read it then.
Oh, to me. How did you get those Delta and Southwest gift cards? Platinum airline credit? Ritz? If so, what is the secret? No secret. I have a lot of credit cards that offer calendar year credits. So things like the PenFed Pathfinder Rewards, the American Express fill in the blank card that costs $1 million per year, the Ritz-Carlton, etc. And then, like I just mentioned, I didn't just mention earlier, I mentioned that I do have multiple American Express Business Gold cards as well. Those are cards I don't mind testing stuff out to see if it works. But something that works for sure is with your Business Gold card. You can go into Staples, you can go into Office Max or any other office supply store once per month and spend your $20 that you get. And you can buy anything you want in the store. You don't have to buy pens, paper, printing, anything in the store. So keep that in mind as we think about how we can buy gift cards that then we can use to stack and how we can use our American Express airline credit, because Delta, Southwest, some of those other places, you do the multi-payment trick, boom, you're triggering those credits.
Yeah. And while you're talking about the Business Gold card, I just got to talk about it again because I got the 150,000 point offer, and I fully got it expecting. Wow, there you go. I fully got it expecting to completely get rid of it at the end of the first year, but with their new Squarespace credit, it kind of makes it a no-brainer to hold, honestly, for me. So I use Squarespace for my website, Points of Phillip, if you would like to go check it out. And so on that, so you have access to the website, then you do have to pay separate for the email marketing package. And so I do have a newsletter that comes out every Friday morning. If you'd like to sign up for it, link in the description below.
I didn't know that. I'm going to sign up right now.
Thanks. And so anyway, so that's a separate thing. And so actually I could make it work with 2 Business Gold credits. I could actually because I'm going to spend that anyway every year. And so that's nice. But also, so if you're on this and you do want to kind of have a more hands-on approach to kind of like where your credit card roadmap should be, I actually do have 10% off all of my credit card consultations this week because of the creator meetup. And so if you use the code meetup25, that'll give you 10% off. And I believe I put that code in the description below as well. And so, yeah, definitely do that. So I did all my plugging. So, but yeah, no, I love the Business Gold card. It's incredible. And that business credit is so easy to get value from, especially when you think about that. Like, I love how Uncle Luke was talking about how he uses it to buy coffee, every other month or something from the K cups from the office supply store.
I love it. See, So get creative. And I don't use many Amex offers or Chase offers, but oftentimes there's offers where it's, again, I don't know, I'm making this up. Spend $200 at Lowe's and get $50 back.
I've seen that, yeah.
You can get anything at Lowe's, guys. Anything you want, anything your heart desires, and you're getting $50 off of that purchase. So keep that in mind.
Absolutely. LG1914 is a friend of the channel. He's usually he comes up with some great questions, and he did another one today. Hey, I'm a new Platinum owner and was wondering how to use your airline credit. So first of all, welcome to the Platinum Card Club. Do you have LG, do you have the mirrored version, or do you have the regular version? I feel like I might actually go back to the regular version over the mirrored version. I just feel like it looks a little bit more distinguished. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, you have it. There you go. Yeah.
I have the
Got to catch
recycled
them all.
version, and I have the mirror.
Okay. Nice. Which one do you like better?
I don't care. I don't. There's dust
Okay.
on it, so I have no idea.
All right. There you
I have
go.
no clue. Yeah, I would say the Apple Pay one. Like I just put it in my Apple Wallet, and I link it to my
Smart.
Delta account. So none of them,
Yeah.
because I can check in on the Amex app to Centurion clubs and things like that. So like, or to what's it called, Priority Pass, etc. So
Mhm.
I don't know, Philip. I'm not trying to be a smartass. I just
No,
I
no,
don't
no. That's good. That's good. I love that.
know.
Yeah, awesome. So I guess how you use your airline credit kind of depends on which airline you use, right? So there's different rules for every one. And it seems like United is the most wide open, or at least the easiest to get immediate value from. But Delta, there's a couple tricks and hacks you can do. Like how I've used it so far is for taxes and fees for actually like booking reward flights. And then also, like, I got my buddy into a Sky Club lounge when I took him to Louisville this summer, and so we've used that. But then you can also do it if I think it's if you buy it with a gift card and you put, I think it's no, is it no more than $200 or something for
250,
Delta?
250-ish.
250-ish. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you can actually get that to trigger sometimes, and so there's that. I think there's probably a trick for Southwest too.
Southwest guys, the flights are $49, $50. Like it's
Yeah.
triggering. You're triggering them credits.
Yeah, that's
It's
true. Yeah,
triggering. It's triggering. So that's
that's
all. I'm
true.
not gonna spoon feed, but that I mean, I
Yeah,
fly
that's
Delta.
fair.
I fly enough too. So like I literally use the credits. Like
Yeah,
yeah. So
that's awesome. Okay. Sam Ratmule, thanks for the answer. Yeah, thanks for being
thanks for
here.
the questions.
Sci-fi fan. I just noticed the stream and we'll need to go back and catch the rest of it, but came in hearing the tip on the script. Yeah, thanks so much for being
Perfect
here.
reminder for everybody. We've given out so much value, and most of it came at the tail end of the conversation. So everyone should go back to the beginning tomorrow, rewatch the video, drop some comments, drop additional questions, clarifying questions, and let's see what happens. F around and find out.
Absolutely, yeah. Then Manuel Jimenez. The first two calls, they transferred me to Priority Pass. The third time, it was someone who handles Ritz card, and he knew exactly what to do. Oh wow, that's frustrating.
That's very frustrating. Make sure you call the number on the back of your Ritz card, because it is a different line than if you call like with the I have the Freedom Flex right here. So if you call the Freedom Flex number, yeah, they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing I love about this card, and it was like, I wish I had more problems with the Ritz-Carlton cards so I could use this phone line more. But just because when you call them, you know, when I call Amex, even despite the fact that I have 2 platinums, you know, you go in, you gotta, you know, press whatever for English or Spanish. You got to go through, tell them exactly what you want, and then they send you to Amex Travel. You tell them you don't have anything with Amex Travel, and then you got to talk to somebody. With Chase, you call, they answer. Like it's like if I'm calling my wife, they actually answer before my wife does usually. You know,
I'm telling.
but it's usually like a supervisor or someone who says they're a supervisor too, and so usually like I'm able to handle everything there. But yeah, but that is weird. They call transfer you to Party Pass. That's frustrating though.
That's very frustrating. I've never heard that.
I wonder how many of us have Ritz cards in this chat. It seems like there are several of us in here. Sound off. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here we go. Let me turn off the light again.
Right. Yeah. There you go. Wow. Wow, that is a lot. There you go. So I gotta ask, to have multiple, do you just get another boundless and then upgrade that?
So I've had these cards since 2018. So some of the rules that exist around some of these cards just did not exist back then.
Okay.
So that's how I have them. But yeah, you could get another boundless, you can get another bold. I would just wait until there's a certificate offer for the sign up, and then just ride it out for a year. Y'all jump through all these other hoops. Why not just sit back and wait for 12 months?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm eligible for the Marriott business checking or Marriott business sign up bonus starting in February of next year. And there you go. And so hopefully that'll coincide with the next 5 free night award offer, because I like to use it for that.
Yep.
But I'll be eligible for it at that point, so I can start doing that next. But
yeah.
And then I think I have to wait another 2 years after doing that to go back to Chase, right? Or do I have to? It's
Lost
a
me.
weird
Yeah, I
spreadsheet.
was like,
It's
you lost me.
stupid.
There's so many rules.
Yeah.
I don't want to misspeak, so I'm not sure, but there are a
Okay.
lot of rules.
That's fair.
Um,
Yeah. There's a
if
lot of
you
rules.
Google, I always have to Google it. If you Google Marriott Byzantine, it's going to pull you to frequent miler, and they have this like wonderful little chart and with
Yeah.
up down. Don't apply to this card unless you don't have anything in life. So yeah, they'll help you
Yeah.
out with
It's a
it.
very helpful chart. Yeah. 100%. Okay. Yeah. So, Samrat has an interesting question. So was this for the Aspire card, or was this just for, just in general?
Let me read it. So just call the front desk and ask them to charge the card for future stay. That's definitely not a Marriott thing. I don't know what that's for. I don't stay Hilton, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I did mention doing multiple stays a couple different times. And so if it is just a regular Hilton, like let's say for the quarterly credit, right? I will use a credit for $50 off of say like $100 room at a Hampton Inn, and I'll just pay the rest of that difference. But if I book one night in January and the second night of that stay, let's assume it's in August or September or something, and if I book that second night in April, I'm getting both of those $250 credits. Now I'm paying $50 each time too, above
Mhm.
and beyond the credits, but I'm using the credits. And basically, once you get into that hotel, right? So if I go to the Hampton Inn in September, they will often just merge those reservations on the property. And so I haven't had really much of a problem with that so far. So you don't even have to call the front desk at all. Okay, so it is for the Aspire. Okay, so for the Aspire card, I have heard. So this is one of the Anthony's go-tos. He loves to tell people to call and ask for like to prepay the incidentals. I very rarely seen a data point where that actually has worked. And so like I would just say there's a list of, if you look on Reddit, if you look on frequent Flyer Talk, you can probably find a list of other properties above and beyond the Waldorf in Orlando that actually do charge a deposit. And so I would just kind of look for that, and then you could cancel that room and then maybe book your other room or something like that. Like I don't know if you need to call the hotel. Do you have any opinions on that? No. Okay.
Zero. I haven't stayed at a Hilton in so long. I have no clue what we're talking about here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I used mine in Victoria. Room was 600 USD. Used the free night. That's amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That is amazing. I was battling with the idea of using a free night award for the Hilton Caribe in Puerto Rico because the room was like $350 a night, which it's not terrible value. And I was like,
That's not.
if I can get $2,500 of value though, like it's hard to justify doing that. But
Yeah. But you have a family though. I hope you're gonna have you already
yeah.
have a family, but you're growing your family. Excuse me.
Yes. Yeah.
I think I would consider using those so you don't have to worry about expiration dates, but that's just me. I will never choose cash if I have certificates. I just won't do it.
That's true. Yeah, that makes sense. I do like that point. Okay, so Manuel said I did call the Ritz card number. Okay.
Oh wow.
I guess they just have some really
That's crazy.
yeah, that is crazy. Priority pass people are really pretty unhelpful actually.
Yeah,
in general.
yeah, and I won't get into the story. Yeah, very unhelpful. Very unhelpful.
Sam May, I got 5 50K nights, got balanced in August, excited to product change next year. Absolutely. That's amazing.
Awesome.
Those
Welcome
honestly, so I know every single time I make one of these videos talking about the Ritz-Carlton and everything, like everyone likes to kind of drag on the certificates, the 50,000 in particular. I have been able to actually get pretty good value out of mine. So my 5 free nights that I got from my Boundless, I originally had booked them for 5 nights at the JW Marriott in Orlando. And I did have to cherry pick dates in early June, which is most of the rest of the country and other countries have like their summer break starts later than ours in Florida. And so we were off. Like I was off from school, but nobody else was. So the rates were really, really low. But I was able to use those. And it was like, I think I did have to top off. I think there was a couple that were like 55 or 60. but like, yeah, 5 free nights at the JW Marriott is a lot of stuff. We ended up actually having to cancel that trip because just some personal issues. But I was able to actually turn around and book those for the La Metropolitan in Paris, which actually has a view of the Eiffel Tower
Wow.
from our hotel room. And I think that one was like ended up being about 350 to $400 per night. So I was happy with that.
Okay.
That did, you know. So I've had really good experience. Like if you're trying to use those 50 nights or 50,000 nights to stay at the Ritz Carlton in Hawaii, you're not going to find a night. You know.
No,
Um,
y'all, the sweet spot is, let me tell y'all, the W,
oh
the
yeah,
autograph collection, the sometimes the St. Regis, but not in like California. We're talking like a St. Regis. It's a kind of more middle
right.
America type vibe. Um, like those are the sweet spots, y'all. Like I don't know. I've never even actually. I don't think I've ever stayed at a Ritz Carlton, like a true Ritz Carlton. That's just not for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
y'all
almost
need
was
to be
about
hunting on
to.
this part. Yeah, y'all need to be hunting. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away my properties because I don't want y'all staying there. But yeah, there's
Yeah.
some great use cases for these
You know
nights.
what actually has been really good? I will give away one. The AC hotels.
Oh, okay.
Uh, so they're usually
Cool.
fairly recent. Like I've only stayed at 3 so far,
Mhm.
and they've all been in the last like 5 years being built, which is pretty good. And they're kind of sparse. They're like the inside is like they're wide open, but the one thing my wife likes about it is they have like the luxury vinyl kind of flooring, and she hates carpets in hotel rooms.
Yes,
And
same.
so that's yeah, and so that's really a good thing, but they're always kind of nicer. They actually have are pretty good, like decent like view places, and the prices have been kind of crazy. Like we stayed at the AC in downtown Huntsville, and we spent I want to say 12,000 points a night,
Wow.
which was it was stupid low. Now they did have to pay, I think it was like $15 a night for parking.
Mhm.
But other than that, and for some reason at AC hotels, we have not been charged taxes and fees for reward redemptions. So I don't know if that's like a company specific thing or if I just get lucked out on properties, but that's kind of nice. And then we stayed at the one in Atlanta, and I think that was like 15 or 16,000 points per night.
Wow. I'm looking here. I don't know if y'all can see my screen, but I just went to Marriott and I'm
I
just
can put it
looking
up.
at just the AC hotels. And yeah, there's some good locations here. Like where
Yeah,
you want to be if you're gonna go travel to these places.
exactly. Yeah.
Uh, and let me do that one more time. I went to Marriott.com just if you ever need to know how to do this. I like staying at Autograph. So that's what I would select here. But ultimately, you can select any of these brands. Like if you love Courtyard and you love staying at Courtyard, you love the mattress and the pillows, great. You can
Hmm.
select on Courtyard and it's going to bring you directly to where you need to go. Or let me stop sharing and let me reshare. Perfect. You can go to the actual, so I'm on like achotels.com. Now you can just scan through and see all the different hotels. So you mentioned one in Georgia. Like these are in where you want to be. Buckhead,
Hmm.
downtown Atlanta, Midtown. Like these are all where you want to be hotels.
Yeah.
I really like this.
Yeah.
And I just looked at Massachusetts. Some of this is near the TD Garden. So, if that's your jam.
Yeah.
Um, so just want to point that out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been our favorite Marriott property so far. So,
Cool. Thank you for sharing
let-
that.
yeah, definitely. Sam was saying he confirmed that he was talking about the Aspire card for that one.
Mhm.
Sci-Fi also have the Amex Marriott business card as well, and enjoy the combo of the 30 nights to elite status from the Ritz and Amex Marriott combo. Do you use this to farm Marriott Platinum status?
I mean, yeah, it's automatic. So yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
have,
yeah.
yeah, it's automatic every year. They in March they just automatically add those credits, or maybe it's February now. I don't know. They just add the credits to your account, and then you just do your normal stays
That's
and let
awesome.
it ride. And this year I hit titanium. I'm pumped. Let's go.
That's amazing. All right. What's your opinion on Marriott Titanium versus Hilton Diamond? So this actually might turn into a little bit of a debate thing because it seems like you have a little bit more direct experience with Marriott Titanium, whereas I have a little bit more experience with Hilton Diamond.
Yeah, I've had both.
Okay.
Um, my old employer used to exclusively travel with Hilton, so I've had Diamond
Okay.
before. It's cool. Like I will say, like checking in with like your boss or like a CEO or CFO, and like they get a normal room and they're like, Yo, Miss Kiki Adventures, you're going to the luxury lounge on floor 712. Like, I love that shit. That stuff fires me up.
That's
Um,
amazing.
but that's with any brand. I'm gonna say Marriott Titanium because there's just so much you can do with it. You don't just get hotel status, you get airline status, you get other
Oh
things
yeah,
associated with that, and it's
that's
much
nice.
more travel focused as we think about that. So
That's true. That's true. Hilton Diamond, I think the only time that I've actually been able to really get like outsized value with it was traveling overseas. So my wife and I, we stayed at the Conrad in London,
mhm.
which we actually did a cash day because it's actually kind of difficult to get standard room rates, standard room award space at that property. But what we did was we actually just paid for the base room. So it was just the standard, like the twin bedroom, whatever, and we actually ended up getting upgraded to a king with the with a little bit not nicer space, and they gave us like a view of Westminster Abbey and the whole 9 yards. And then of course, because we had Hilton Diamond status, we got access to the executive lounge, which was really great.
Nice.
And and they actually, like, at that hotel, they were very clear that like they had the continental breakfast for the gold status people, but because we were diamond, we could order from the full breakfast menu and everything was included. Like, so we had like a tea service that was included and like the
Wow.
whole 9 yards. It was really kind of crazy. So like they really went out. So that's my experience with Hilton Diamond.
Okay, I love it. I love that.
Yeah. Sapphire also got the 550K nights from the balance offer last year and was able to use the 5 free nights soon after upgrading to the Ritz card. Oh, once having had the balance for 12 months. Interesting. Okay. The 5 free nights stayed on the account past the 12 months. Oh, well, I guess because there would have been a couple months where you were still working on it. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. I'm staying at the Conrad Las Vegas in April. I have the Hilton Surpass. I called them last quarter and asked them to put a $50 incidental charge on my bill, but they refused. Okay, yeah. I've heard a lot of people saying that they've seen that they're kind of refusing. I was disappointed. Yeah, no, I can definitely understand that. Um, and that's why I think I have definitely not tried to steer people towards that, just because it seems like there may have been a loophole for that at one point, but I feel like it's less of one now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, y'all, I can't speak to it. I wish I could. I actually am going to get rid of my no fee Hilton card, and I may get another Marriott card in place of that, or I may get Delta. I love Delta too. So we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to be running a more multi-focused Marriott and multi-focused Delta strategy in 2026.
that's smart. I think I would do that. Like, I would actually start chasing Delta status with the Platinum and the Reserve or something like that.
Mhm.
If I had more space, but I just, because I have the Blue Business Cash right now, because we had to replace our fence for the last year's hurricanes,
Oh
and so
wow.
we just put that on there because I had the 12 months of the the no interest, and then also the sign up bonus, and then we have the Blue Business Plus that I use for my business expenses, and then I have the two Hilton cards and then my Delta card, and that's my 5 slots for me. So
Damn.
yeah, I wish it was six. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm not cool enough. Like, I think Sledge has six, right?
Listen, I don't know. I don't speak for anybody. I have no idea. But I love that.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. And then Sci-Fi saying I went to Cancun for the first time. That's cool. I love that. All right, well, I guess we're caught up with the discussion. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about that we haven't hit on?
I think this is the first time I'm on your channel. You're on my channel as well. We're doing a simulcast, if we're gonna call it that. But
That's
first
awesome.
of all, thank you so much for listening and for just about 2 hours. My name is Key. I run the YouTube channel called Kiki Adventures. I love talking about points, miles, and just how you can make this happen for just regular people. I think everyone should be taking at least one trip per year, utilizing strategies that I like to share and all of us like to share. Personally, I travel one time per month at a minimum, and I
Nice.
love just sharing insights into how I'm able to do that with points and miles being the forefront.
That's awesome. And I love, like, you have so many like side quests too. Like, you love talking about you're traveling to, I think it's all the baseball parks in the country, right? Is
I'm
that
done. I finished. We're
Oh,
done,
that's
baby.
amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna do a video kind of like summarizing like all your favorite hits and stuff?
I definitely am. I want to make sure that it's not like these are the rankings of the stadium though.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm trying to envision like what that's going to look like. But
gotcha.
yeah, it's definitely not going to be this is the best park. Like that's out. That's out. It's overplayed.
Nice. Okay. That's amazing. That's so cool. I'm so glad you were able to get them all done.
Thank you.
Our best friends, they adopted their son as well,
Cool.
and he's really into baseball. He's 5, and he's gonna graduate from coach pitch next year, and like he's a rock star. He like makes a bunch of plays and like all sorts of stuff, and he's actually starting this. He said he wanted to do the same thing, and so they're starting to take him to places, and they went to Atlanta earlier this year, and I think they went to a couple other places. I
Mhm.
forgot exactly where, but and so they're trying to do that too. So I may have to pick your brain on some other tips and
Please,
tricks.
please do. Anyone is welcome to that offer. Absolutely, please.
Awesome. That's awesome. Oh, we got Sledge on here too, so we got to talk about. No, I have 8 American Express credit cards. Okay,
Legendary. Legendary.
literally the goat. I am so jealous, Sledge. You're gonna have to tell me your ways so I can learn from you.
Legendary. Um,
Awesome.
Philip, would you mind doing an introduction? I know it's at the end of the call, but just for anybody or end of the call, like I'm at work, end of the live stream. But just to make sure that anyone that's maybe
Oh yeah.
watching from my channel can get exposed
Great
to as
idea.
well.
Yeah. Thanks so much for suggesting that. So I'm Philip with Points of Phillip. So I am kind of relatively new to the credit card points and miles space. A couple of years ago, my first miles experience was actually paying for my wife and I to go on our first ever trip together as a married couple to Tennessee. Did that
Oh,
with my Southwest card. And ever since then, I've just been hooked on trying to get free travel. And this year, kind of been really just hitting it hard. I started my channel on March 1st. And we've been kind of crazy what everything's going on, but we try to stay up to date with the latest trends and everything with credit cards. And as I come up with cool little tricks and everything, I try to let my people know. So if you could subscribe and I'd really appreciate it. But thanks for joining and thanks for being here. This has been a really great conversation, and I love nerding out about credit cards.
likewise. And I'm so appreciative of your time and everyone's time here.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for carving out time on a middle of the week day. And hopefully, everyone, please stay safe, watch over your families, and
absolutely.
please have the best time in Puerto Rico as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you.
Good night,
Have a great day,
everybody.
everybody.